All right, next up as we continue along, we've got Virginia Tech and Rutgers. Rutgers now up to 7-point favorites, 6.5, 7 as home favorites, 39.5 the total in this game. How about Rutgers? I mean, what a nice solid start to the season for Greg Schiano's team. I've been impressed, and you say what you want about, Northwestern being down this year, although Northwestern roared back nicely against UTEP, although I think that probably speaks more about UTEP right now than it does Northwestern. But credit to Rutgers, 2 good wins, 2-point spread covers for this team, and they just completely annihilated and eviscerated Temple once that game got into the second half. 36-7, 60-14 on the scoreboard in the first 2 games combined for Rutgers over Northwestern and Temple. Now, not great numbers from Gavin Wimsatt. I was impressed with Gavin Wimsatt against Northwestern at the quarterback spot. Last week, not so much. 10 of 21, sub 50% completion rate, 198 passing yards. That's all. But who needs the passing game when you can run for 259 yards against Temple's defense? And that's exactly what they did. Kyle Monangai, Jashawn Benjamin and company doing some damage on the ground against that Temple run defense. And we'll see if they can keep that going here this week against Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech comes in off you got to be worried about the spot here for Virginia Tech here, coming off a 24-17 home loss to Purdue, a game that took forever to complete. It was interrupted by a lightning delay. There were so many games that were interrupted by a lightning delay, and the delay was not a short one either with a lot of these games. We're talking 2, 3, 4 hour lightning delays. Hell, it was like a 6-hour lightning delay before Miami, Ohio, and UMass finally got going again. That game was scheduled for 3:30 Eastern time. I had that game on my television. It's like midnight, and they're still playing in the fourth quarter. Miami and UMass last week. So a lot of games were disrupted. Now, that's a long day that Virginia Tech, all these teams had with these lightning delay games. Now you got to go on the road for your next game. A Rutgers team that looks to be improved. A typical Grant Wells performance against Purdue, a bad Purdue defense. Purdue got shredded by Fresno. Let's not forget that. And Grant Wells throws 2 interceptions against them, sub 50% completions, 16 of 33. Not good at all from him. And that's what you get from Grant Wells. You get a good game, you probably get a bad game right after that. That's what he'll deliver for you at the quarterback position. So, I mean, the betting markets can't get enough of Rutgers. And that's 2 weeks in a row. Rutgers, especially last week. Well, not so much last week. Temple took the money. But that's 2 weeks in a row. Rutgers has been pretty impressive, and I'm not looking to step in front of them here. It's getting up there at 7, but it's not a team I'm betting against, not a team I'm stepping in front of at the moment with what I've seen from the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And shout out to their defense as well. I get it. Northwestern and Temple, maybe not quite the challenge Virginia Tech will be, but that is a serious Rutgers defense. Like, they have looked very, very good in their first 2 games, shutting down E.J. Warner, shutting down Ben Bryant of Northwestern in the first game. That's a really, really good defense Schiano has there. Don't sleep on them. What do you think here, Conor? Virginia Tech, Rutgers?
Yeah, someone put real quick on that last game. I know the 5 turnovers. Arizona doesn't have that. I mean, they just are. I think they win the game.
Yeah. It's amazing they covered with the turnover margins against them in that game.
Let's get to it here. This is, I get it, but now it's 7. It's a little late, I think, even early here on Monday with Rutgers. And another good thing for them, they're at home. I think that's what people liked about it, Havana. You get in under the touchdown with Rutgers. Because I think Virginia Tech, this is out of the few games, their toughest test. I know we're getting points, but Grant Wells, I'm having a tough time. I think this Rutgers defense, another – I don't think how much better Virginia Tech is. I think they can kind of handle him. And obviously we have a low total here, just at 40. So I want to sit with it a little bit more. I think now it's 7. I do like Rutgers at home. And, can they maybe get the offense going a little bit more? But, just hand it off. Wimsatt might not have to do much. He's that guy who, gets 150 yards a game. So I need more, even with Grant Wells. I just have a tough time watching him and having my money on him, and definitely not as a favorite. I know he's catching 7. I think I'll wait here.